On developments in Ondo State, where Governor Aiyedatiwa has been sworn in for his first full 4-year term. In his speech, he pardoned 43 convicts. That was after the ceremony. But let's now bring in our guest. He is a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in Canada. He's Dr. Abiola Oshodi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me in the studio again.
So I just wanted to get your thought, because one of the things that he said during that ceremony, that's Governor Aiyedatiwa, he said that they have been able to restore the confidence of Ondo residents in state government again. And I wanted to get your thought on that, what you make of. I know that he's also in your party, but how confident are the people of Ondo State in this administration?
Thanks so much for the question. The people of Ondo State are very confident in the Aiyedatiwa Adelami administration that's recently been sworn in. If we take a step a little back to the November election that brought the victory of the two candidates, they won massively in the 18 local governments, as we often say, 6 hat-tricks in a political match. So it was 18-0, and I think they scored the highest number of votes, the highest ever in the history of the state. So there's a lot of expectations from the people of the state that this is a God-given mandate, that this is a God-given victory, and we are praying and hoping that they will deliver the dividends of democracy to the people of Ondo State. And there's a lot of expectations, very high hopes that God that has granted APC victory and Aiyedatiwa and Adelami victory will also grant the people of Ondo State victory in terms of enjoying the dividends of democracy from the duo over the next 4 years. That's the expectation.
There are two issues here. First of all, it would seem like all of the controversies and the crisis before and after the death, sadly, of the former governor has not been resolved, as we continue to see back and forth. And then within the APC as well, there were strained nerves just before the party congress, party primary rather, that brought in Aiyedatiwa as your candidate. Is he leading the people of Ondo State with a united house, especially the APC?
It's quite unfortunate that we lost our great leader in Governor Akeredolu, popularly called Aketi. God knows best. He was sick, and unfortunately, he died before he completed his tenure. And thank God to our constitution that doesn't allow veto. And it's only right constitutionally to have sworn in his deputy at the time in Governor Aiyedatiwa to complete his tenure. Yes, some people were aggrieved, which is natural, you know, in such unfortunate circumstance. But I think we've moved beyond that. And, you know, I think Governor Aiyedatiwa is the 7th governor to be sworn in. About 6 have been sworn in before him. About 6 governors have been sworn in before him, and he's about the 7th, which in itself is a victory for democracy, not just for Ondo State, but for Nigeria, because we are now digging deep into democracy. It's very unlike before, where, you know, when we were growing up, what we got used to was a military administrator being appointed, and even when the few instances where there was civilian administration, it was always short-lived. So we've had about 6 governors thus far, and the swearing in of Governor Aiyedatiwa Adelami ticket is about the 7th time. It's victory and cause for celebration. Yes, in terms of uniting the party, I think that's been done at national level, at state level, and at local level. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been that easy to achieve the landslide victory that the party achieved in the last election. Yeah, like I said, we won 18 local governments out of 18. That's tremendous. It doesn't show
many people can attribute that win.
That doesn't mean that.
Dr. Oshodi, many people can attribute that win to the strength of the candidates of the other parties. But I wanted to just ask you, because as you well know, being appointed or elected into public office at any capacity is an opportunity to create a lasting legacy and make history that would impact the lives of people positively. What can Governor Aiyedatiwa do now to leave that kind of legacy in Ondo State?
If you listen to his speech, he mentioned a lot of initiatives that the administration is going to take over the next 4 years, and some of them are particularly that were of particular interest to me, were the health sector initiative. As a medical doctor, medical practitioner, the people of the state, deserve robust healthcare system, and the governor is committed to revitalizing and bringing good health, to the people, to the doorstep of our people. And people like us will be here to partner with him to ensure, that good health, that Ondo State people, have access to good healthcare system. He has not rolled out the details, but I think as time goes on, that will be rolled out, and I'm hoping that it will be a kind of all-inclusive healthcare delivery system. Another one that was of interest to me, he mentioned development of human capital, and our people deserve, government's investment in improving their God-given talents. And I think the administration would bring deplanement to expanding and developing human capacities.
We'll see how that. We'll see how that plays out, Dr. Oshodi. In lots of things he mentioned, we'll follow through with some of those projects he wants to put in place. Thank you so much for your time. Chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in Canada, Dr. Abiola Oshodi. Always a pleasure to have you on.